information meeting. And we are going to go ahead and get started. So I want to begin by introducing those who are with us today. Myself, Ms. Sutton, your class of 2022 administrator. We also have Ms. Anderson, who is the class of 2022 sponsor and class officers. We have Mr. Gordon, who is representing the College and Career Center. He's one of our counselors. We have Ms. O'Brien from the College Advisory Committee and Ms. Olszewski, I always say it wrong, I'm really sorry, from College Tracks. Today's topics, we're going to talk a little bit about grading and reporting, continued Chromebook and Wi-Fi distribution, getting belongings from BCC, obligations and returning materials, summer learning opportunities and SSL hours, yearbooks. We have some previously submitted questions from students. We have information from the College and Career Center, and we have sophomore class information. So first up, grading and reporting. We are fully in distance learning at this time. All students, that includes the class of 2022, are expected to attend and engage in distance learning until the end of the school year, which is on June 15th. Marking period grades will be pass incomplete. So that's just for fourth quarter. You can see more information about that on the MCPS website. MCPS is still, has not yet put out, but it will be coming very shortly. There will be an online platform where students will be able to select if they would like to receive a pass or a letter grade as your semester combination grade, because we have the combo of the third quarter grades and the fourth quarter grades with the pass incomplete. If you received an incomplete for quarter 3 in any class, tomorrow is your deadline to resolve that grade, or it converts to an E. So please make sure if you have any incompletes, you contact your teachers immediately to find out what is left to do to make sure that you resolve that incomplete. This table gives you just a little information about how you earn a passing grade for this quarter. It first is assignment completion. So just do the assignments as they're posted. You have to do at least 50% to be able to get a passing grade. Content and skills, with those assignments you submit, you'll be able to demonstrate your understanding of the concepts that are being taught, and that will meet that criteria. Engagement, this has to do with emailing your teachers, attending Zoom sessions if they're hosting them, commenting on discussion boards, or various other online activities, whatever form your engagement for your class is taking, that you are actively doing that. And then the last category is teacher professional judgment. So you have to be meeting on at least 2 of those measures to earn the pass. Here is what the grading looks like. This is directly from the MCPS website, so if you have any questions, you can refer back to the grading and reporting to see that. Chromebook and Wi-Fi distribution. Chromebooks and Wi-Fi hotspots can be picked up at BCC High School on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just to make sure we have enough, we're asking that you email your administrator or counselor with any requests. That's not to say that if you wake up on Tuesday morning and your Chromebook suddenly won't turn on, you can't show up and get one. We just want to make sure we have enough. We don't want a huge onslaught of people we weren't prepared for. So please email your administrator or counselor and let them know that you will be coming on Tuesday to pick up a Chromebook or Wi-Fi device. If you have any technical issues with your Chromebook or your hotspot, you can call that number, which is also posted on the MCPS website. That's 240-740-7022. Getting your things from school. We've gotten a lot of emails about this. We do recognize that students do still have personal items at school in lockers or instruments, and we will be putting together a plan for you to safely come get your items. Currently, we are working on our plan for distribution of senior materials for graduation, and we will switch gears to everybody else in the building after that, which should be done very shortly, so please stay tuned. Obligations and returning school materials. Please use the online school payment system to review and settle obligations. Plans for returning school materials are still being determined, but please note that when you return materials, one of the steps will likely be checking your obligations and seeing where things stand. So if you have obligations for materials you are not able to return, please be sure to settle those in advance of coming to the school. Summer learning opportunities. MCPS is holding online summer school. There are 3 formats: face-to-face sessions which are 5 hours per day for students to retake for a higher grade, summer online pathways to graduation, and blended learning courses. We will not host face-to-face summer school at BCC. You can go to the MCPS website and search summer school to see the most up-to-date information. They have not posted registration information yet, but it will be coming shortly. Some BCC/school-based summer programs are still in development, including health, women's leadership, college essay writing, college readiness workshops, etc. You should be getting emails, and things will be posted on the website and the PTSA listserv for more information, so please stay tuned. SSL opportunities. Please check the Montgomery Serves website. There are virtual opportunities, and as you're getting into your junior year next year, we do need to make sure that you're really working on those. I would hate for any of you to be in a place where you're not able to graduate in 2 years because you have not completed your SSL opportunities. The county is very strict about those requirements. Even if you're half an hour away, they will not let you graduate without all of your service learning hours. So please take a look at those virtual opportunities and see if you can get some of those done while you're bored at home. All forms from this school year, including last summer, are due to Ms. Henry by Friday, June 5th. So this is a great opportunity to make sure you get those in. If there's something you did last summer, you forgot to turn in a form, get that done and submit it electronically to Ms. Henry. Her email address is right there and is also on the BCC website. Yearbooks. They have extended the yearbook ordering window through June 1st, that's Monday, or until they sell out. There are just over 100 copies remaining. We will be putting out the plans for picking up your yearbook shortly, but you can visit yearbookordercenter.com and enter the code 4951 to order your copy, or contact Mr. Levine for financial assistance with ordering if necessary. So let's hear a little bit about the College and Career Center. Mr. Gordon has stepped in for Ms. Parmalee, who is in another meeting at this time, to share some information with us.
Oh.
He'll need to be unmuted if he's not yet.
It's not. 1 second.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mr. Gordon, counselor at BCC, and I just want to go over a few things. As you enter your junior year this fall, keep in mind you want to earn your best possible grades because these are the grades colleges will see when you apply. You want to stay engaged in extracurricular activities. I know that's hard right now, but you know, once things get back to normal. And BCC will start to work with you during the second semester to start the college selection process. Actually, we usually start in the first semester to talk about the college process, and we do more of the college selection process in the second semester, including, you know, college searches. What we do in the College and Career Center, and this is College and Career Center is part of the counseling suite. It's in the same area. We do a lot. Ms. Parmalee has been, you know, doing a great job inviting college guests, but you are supported through your college selection and application process by the college and counseling department and the college and career coordinator. How we can help you, we help you choose classes that support your college goals. And this is together with counseling and the College and Career Center. We create a plan for standardized testing, such as SAT and ACTs. We help you build your college list. We use Naviance a lot for that in terms of searches. We help you complete your college applications. We help you create a resume, which Naviance has a great feature for that. In the College and Career Center, they have writing and editing college essays through the year and in the summer. Understanding financial aid, there's a few seminars on that and nighttime presentations. And also the College and Career Center helps you apply for scholarships, and there's many scholarships out there. College and Career Center hosts, I was saying before, Ms. Parmalee invites a lot of college representatives, hosts about 200 college representatives to visit BCC each year in the College and Career Center. And I just want to say these are the admission representatives who actually read your students' applications, and you have a chance to actually meet with them. And sometimes the meetings are small, 5 students. It's almost like a one-on-one meeting, which is very nice. The College and Career Center also takes field trips to different college fairs, especially the big college fair, usually in April, the Montgomery County College Fair, but there's also the historically Black College Fair and Hispanic College Fair. We sponsor college information evenings and offer summer college readiness workshops as well. You can visit the College and Career website to stay informed of college-related opportunities now and over the summer. The College and Career Center and Counseling Department look forward to welcoming you.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Gordon. Now we have Ms. O'Brien from the College Advisory Committee, and they're going to talk a little bit about, this is through the PTSA, just some things for you to keep in mind, and stay tuned for dates.
Hi everyone, my name is Kristen O'Brien and I am one of the co-chairs of the College Advisory Committee, and we help support BCC's Counseling Department and the College and Career Center. This slide in front of you is a list of informational sessions that take place during the school year and are particularly helpful to the class of 2022. The first event on there is for college entrance testing. This is when we have some speakers come in and do a presentation on the various tests, and they'll tell you the differences between them. And we also have a vendor fair beforehand where you can gather information from various vendors who offer test prep services. The next event is about financing college, and we'll have an expert, usually from a college, come in and talk about financial aid basics. They'll have important information on what you need to know about paying for college. The third event is one of our most popular events, and it's about finding your college fit and what it takes to get in. Last year, we had a robust panel of about 7 different types of colleges, and it just gives you a real feel for what's out there. The Colleges That Change Lives event is where Maria Furtado, who's an amazing dynamic speaker, discusses what to look for and ask about to determine what would be the best college fit for you. The college application process event is where the BCC Counseling Department shares the many resources and tools that are available to BCC. This evening is dedicated to the college search process and how applications are handled at BCC. Lastly, we do offer mock tests for both the SAT and ACT. This is a great way to get a feel for the test under simulated testing conditions without any risk, because basically the scores just go to the students and to the parents. I will say we are working on possibly having this done virtually, depending on what happens this school year and what options we have. So we are really hoping to do all of these events, somehow, and get all of this information to the class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, now we have another amazing resource for our BCC students. We have college tracks.
Hi, everybody. This is Mrs. Olszewski. I am the program director for college tracks at BCC High School. Some of you may have heard of us, some of you may not. It might be new to you, but we have a program at BCC and 4 other high schools in Montgomery County. We are a separate nonprofit, but we work very closely with students at these different schools, specifically on their college application and financial aid process. Interestingly, we were founded at BCC. We started at BCC in 2003 with a group of volunteers who were helping students who didn't have as much help at home to work on their college process for lots of different reasons. So what we do is help students with actually doing their creating their college lists, putting together their applications. We do essay reviews. We help students register for their standardized tests and send their scores to their schools. We help them do their FAFSAs, and there's something called the CSS profile that needs to be done for the more selective schools. So these are very intense and detailed pieces that the college track staff at BCC and our volunteers help with. Beyond high school, we have a college track success program, and that's where students who are on their way to college work with our staff who are college coaches. So on to the next slide. How does it all work? So we're looking at providing that extra hand to students who need extra help, who essentially don't have a parent at home to supplement what is already happening in the College and Career Center between the counselors and the CCIC. As I said, everything is very complex. There are lots of tiny details, and there are many students at BCC whose parents are not familiar with how this all works. It could be because the student is first generation to college. It could be because the student's parents went to college, but they were in another country. The process is entirely different and much more complex here. Some of our students, many of our students fall into categories where actually even applying to college or taking standardized tests, there are lots of fees involved, and that's a tremendous financial burden for families. So we work with those students as well. During this time, since school has been closed in the COVID-19 area, we have put all of our workshops that we would normally do with juniors online, so they're available in Google Classroom, and we intend to do the same thing for our summer workshops. Typically, we start working with students in second semester of junior year. So depending on how the school year goes in this coming year, we would love to meet any of those juniors who think that they would like to be involved with college tracks and work with us sometime excuse me, sometime during the fall. And I'll show you at the end on my last slide that you maybe can take a picture of my email address and all and see how to get in touch with us. So next slide, please. So you can see some of our happy students and volunteers. We have 15 volunteers who help us out. As I said, we have 2 staff members, and we usually work with at least 120 to 130 students at BCC. So on all these tiny details, we can't do it alone with just 2 people. So most of our volunteers have been working with college tracks after school or at lunchtime for 5 years and more. Almost all of them have raised families, sent their kids to college, know a lot about the process, and they come from really interesting backgrounds. Interestingly, also, a lot of our current volunteers happen to have journalism or editing backgrounds, so that's really nice when you're working on your essays, but all kinds of other backgrounds too. You can see some of them here. So we rely on them, to help us, to help you. Here's the slide where my name is there, Patricia Olszewski. My email is there. It is a college tracks email rather than an MCPS email. This is the one that I use the most. Or you can contact me on my Google Voice number. Love to meet you. Can't wait to meet you. Take a quick picture if you want. And as Ms. Sutton said, this will be recorded too if you can't do that right now. So just know that I'm ready to help you, as is my colleague, and hope to meet you pretty soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, now we have Ms. Anderson and sophomore class officers. Ms. Anderson, I'm assuming you know who to unmute to present this.
Hi guys, it's so great to be back with everyone. We first want to thank all of class of 2022 for your amazing school spirit throughout the year and participation in our fundraisers. We couldn't have raised as much money as we did without you guys. I also want to say thank you to our class officers for setting up these fundraisers. They did an amazing job throughout the year. I'm going to now hand it off to Haroon and our other class officers, where they're going to talk about our accomplishments for the year, how to stay in touch with us, and some things that you guys should be looking forward to. Haroon, I'm going to unmute you. You're unmuted, Haroon.
All right. Okay, so this year was a total success, and we have you guys to thank for that. First off, we did the bucket hat fundraiser, and that went phenomenally. We got your input for the homecoming shirts this year, and we pretty democratically picked how they looked like. We had a ton of bake sales, restaurant fundraisers, and LLS month ended up pretty spectacularly. We ended up crushing our goal. We experimented with new communication networks like our Remind and the Google Classroom. Still working with that, but we've tried to be more active on Instagram, so I think we've done pretty well. Overall, especially given the whole killer virus thing, we raised a lot of money, and we thank you guys for that.
Yeah, and continuing on with what Haroon was saying about communication, we now have a Remind Google Classroom as well as an Instagram and a Twitter, so you guys can text @Barons22 to 81010 to join our Remind, and you can join our Google Classroom, and we can keep in touch during the summer and keep our level of communication high.
So the upcoming events we can look forward to is that we have the small election results. Dr. Mooney is our new principal.
Also, we're juniors next year, which is very exciting. We're upperclassmen getting ready for college and stuff, as we've seen. I'm not familiar with the Full House intro. Sophia, do you know about that?
So we were thinking of putting together a small video where there are a bunch of students doing the classic Full House intro where you're just doing whatever and then you look at the camera and smile. So if you want to participate in that, you can send it to BCCSGA on Instagram.
Oh, that's actually really exciting. Oh yeah, also new election should be coming up at some point, so check your email so that you can vote. And if you have any questions, you can contact Ms. Anderson or any of us through the Remind. Please join the Remind. Yeah.
There's the Remind again for you if you need a reminder.
Screenshot it so that you can do it later.
There you go. I'll leave it up for a second. Screenshot it now.
Thank you guys for a great year.
Thank you very much to our class officers and Ms. Anderson. So who to contact? Just as we're in this distance learning time, you'll probably have a lot of questions. When in doubt, if you reach out to me, Ms. Sutton, I'm right there at the bottom, I will connect you with the person who will have the answer for you if I don't. You have Ms. Anderson, who's your class sponsor. You have your specific counselor, which I'll put up a list for that shortly. Ms. Liebeskind, who's our school financial specialist. Ms. Young, AP coordinator, if you have any questions about that, if you are currently in an AP class, you're planning to take one next year. Ms. Judge, who's the yearbook advisor, if you have yearbook questions. Ms. Parmalee, our college and career coordinator. Mr. Gordon presented her information. Ms. Bonner, who's our registrar. Ms. Teicher, the school business administrator, and as I said, myself. And here's a quick list. You should know who your counselor is, but just in case you're not sure, this is the list of counselors for 10th grade. And I'll move on. How to contact your school counselor, please access the school counseling department Google site. Right there, it's also linked through the BCC webpage, and that will give you the school counselor email addresses, their Google Voice numbers, and some additional resources, especially for this distance learning time. We did have several questions submitted in advance. Thank you to everyone who did submit a question. I've answered most of them, but there were two that weren't already answered through our presentations. The first was details about NHS, the National Honor Society. That process has been moved to the fall. If you have any questions about that, please contact Ms. Corey. They will be working on a way to do that process virtually should we not be in person in the fall. So everything is moved to the fall to give us time to make sure we can work out all the details. In terms of MYP projects, you all worked on MYP projects this year as 10th graders. IB has extended the deadline for scoring due to COVID, so you can expect scores in the fall. Please contact Ms. Trimble with any questions about MYP projects. And with that, that is the end of our meeting for the class of 2022. Again, we will be posting this all on the website. And if you have any questions remaining that weren't answered through this, or you submitted a question and don't feel we answered it appropriately, please send me an email. Again, all of those people on the contact list are available. Their emails are right there on the BCC website. So please reach out to us. We're here to help, and let us know how we can help you guys finish this year strong, as crazy as it has been. And Ms. Anderson, you can stop recording now. Thank you all so much for